No sheriffs being
That's so funny.
here.
Okay, NRG on defense.
Not quite yet. Not looking
We
for any
got
of these
MITH on
long-range
attack.
tools either, but
What the
NRG
hell is
loving to
this?
Peek out, looking for the mid plays.
Triple pushing towards mid, 2 at bench. Now 2 back over
They want
towards
to play a
market.
heavy middle. Let's think. Let's have a lot of think.
Solo here on the
NRG on
side.
defense,
Cam
MITH on
set up
attack.
the
They got
snipers to the
no
inside.
KO.
Paranoia rush
So at
onto
least
the
for
corner, but
attack,
no, things better
it's
up
hard
it.
for them to get A main.
For the smoke to dissipate.
It's hard for them to get market.
One way gone, we'll start inching
It's
forward
hard.
here.
That's about it,
Cam
to
not
be
yet
honest. Everything
spotting
else is
anything
okay
as
because
there's
of
the
the
recon
double
going
damage.
through. Rotations now from NRG. Going to get started as Cam spots them out. Will quickly be cleared. Do they suss out
Okay,
that he's going
fast
to
full
a
person up
helmet?
short in
The answer's
reaction.
gonna be yes, vulnerable. Does come
Lovely
through with
smoke
finesse.
enabled him to
Able
get a
find
kill
one.
here.
Will be taken down. Push forward last. Dancing
No
around
way,
the side of
trade
the
in
cage.
places.
Headshot there on Ethan.
What a
Bruno
weird
with the trade back,
3v3,
bottom
3
out.
under.
Blind shots in towards hell.
Oh, the
Softens up
shock
the
is
HP bar for
deadly.
shot dart. Taking down Kahlua. Sephiroth's
Oh,
gonna be
the
gone
shock
as
was
Zom
deadly as well.
will
It
gun down the
wrecked
last 2 with
CTRS.
another pistol round victory here for
Kind of
NRG.
nice. NRG
Yeah, unbeknownst
pretty
to
much
Made in
doubling their
Thailand,
pistols, by the way, from this game
nobody
alone.
was coming out from heaven.
3-2.
Most of NRG players were assaulting them from short, even though Laz was trying to play around.
I like this. It's like a reactive
the
pistol.
cyber cage. Not
It's like
quite able
it's
to
like the mid
collect
crunches,
enough
but instead you
kills,
just
so
push full
the
past them.
trades were there, and at the same time, because they took down FNS, because they were kind of held up inside of hell, huh? It's going to be Verno in with a shock dart, and it really tags down to so many of these Made in Thailand players that Verno was able to collect and find a few kills. Great pistol round from NRG.
They're just like, what the
now
hell? Why are we getting
starting
so
to,
many?
Find a consistency in a lot of their
I wonder who
frags.
came up with the
We
pistol.
into the next round. Kadum back in with a Marshall, though.
Solid gain value for them. Back on Haven.
Yeah, they definitely had someone else coming up with their pistols for
No
sure.
one's spotting into him towards mid, though, but Mata now coming through.
Quick readjust. Kahlua
Okay,
gonna
nice
be
shot from
down,
Mata.
gonna have the
Not
shield
again,
raised
chat. One
there.
sec.
Free peek, and somehow that shot just going right over Sephiroth's shoulder.
Okay, hopefully we're back. I was gonna say before this round, and I wish I did.
Decent amount of the entry power here from.
I think they're gonna rely on this
taken away.
trip all the time. So I think the trip middle makes a lot of sense. Most people to take middle, and why it's so convincing to take middle with like the normal default comp is you can have a knife that goes deep and goes market and clears market for you. This now a middle becomes a bit of a scary crossfire. And so having the trip and forcing them to go deep middle is going to be good. Good news for MITH is on their eco, they find this trip early on, so they should be trying to find that or shock dart that later.
Finesse not playing close enough on the corner to eat any damage. Wrap around from behind. Zom about to strike. Spots one, takes out a shot, and tail went forward. There you go.
Very
not going to go
nice.
down to Zom's hand, but it's going to
And
be a
they keep
flawless
the
here for
judge
NRG
as
to
well.
start things off 2-0.
I was wondering when they would back off and reassess another.
You like the FNS
part of
judge?
the map,
Dude, that
but
whole last map,
noting that
I was
possibly
thinking like
players
what
would
I
be
would do
pushing out,
if I
you know,
was in
maybe mid or
NRG.
maybe even
Because
tiles,
like I would
they
lean
tend
heavy
to
into
just
him
stay still,
judging Odingen.
at the same
But
time,
then
it's an eco
on
round,
a
so
Cypher it's not the
not
best
too
on most
much
maps.
loss
So
in
then I was
value,
like trying to think
but
on the
that
side,
judge from
could
Finesse was
Som go
definitely
Sentinel and then
quite
could
pesky for them to
FNS be
deal with.
smokes
The next
so
round
that
is
he
the
can
one they would
palm a
consider.
judge on like
So the judge
split,
still in play, Made in Thailand needing
bind.
to look out for a lot
Pull.
of positions, possibly onto sides with off
That's what I was thinking on the side. I was just like, but then Som would be Cypher. But then I was thinking actually Som on Cypher would be pretty good. But he's also just too good at smokes that it probably wouldn't make sense. But I probably would try that if I went to NRG. I think that would be one of the things I would at least test.
Pixel there, but shots just not quite connecting until
Because then he could be in the pack as well. But
3 peeks for it. It's going to be Kadum now dead off the rip.
Around stairs.
Huge kill found.
It's a very like slight angle that he makes use of. Well played. Cam and Laz is just trying to lurk, set up for the B split still, but Ethan is also marking market.
something they should try? Nah, I think they're
0
fine.
point goes
They'll be
out.
okay.
Catch on to multiple players.
Yes.
3 of the 4. It's going to be nullified here. As Ethan
They already
backpedaling.
look really good.
The gap getting closed here as Kahlua just around the corner here from this KO, but we'll be able to catch him.
Show me a target.
As the reload gets ready to come in. Sephiroth at the same time, finding
Okay,
finesse in
and
market.
this is a really good sign for MITH, by the way.
Backpedaling.
This comp struggles at
Mana.
taking middle, so they try and take
Spotted
middle
anything
early
out.
to
Smoke
prove they
keeps
can
him
do
covered,
it.
but Zom then striking
Problem
in
is they
from
might
behind.
lose the bonus
Spike
because
down
the comp
on the
sucks at
floor,
taking middle.
Verno jumping up over the top, takes down Laz, and suddenly Kahlua Last man standing. The swoop
Yeah.
in, Verno with the 3K, NRG
I
with
like the
bonus
idea.
conversion.
It's just backfired terribly.
Just perfect with the setups once again. I mean, early with the aim.
It would have worked a lot better, right?
If
If maybe if they had one pistol, then they could have done it on the bonus to be like they're not scared of
mid.
Go mid.
Reading the timing of the rotations, they peek out of mid a little bit. Finesse being able to get the judge kill. Verno with the angle as well. But ultimately, he's the one who collects on most of it all because he's anchoring down the B site in with his utility and in with his teammates. So that's the bonus round
Outlaw.
being picked up.
Everyone one shot. We got a
broken
hero gun on the no
or
armor.
made in Thailand, but Killua still buys up the Vandal without armor.
Yeah,
He's
this is
banking on
good.
the
We said
shield.
that this comp struggles to get aim main control because the knife normally goes here. So Mada instantly goes
Able
towards
to push back some damage
Wine.
here as Killua gets
The
tagged
recon
up.
did spot him, but I still like that they're doing.
It's gonna be taken
This is
back
2
out
rounds
of
where
A-main.
NRG have already
Damage here
exploited
across
the
the
fact
board.
that
You might have
it's hard
to,
for this comp
like,
to take mid for
pass
MITH, and it's
the
hard for
rifle,
them to
yeah,
take
to
A
someone
main.
else. It's gonna be seizure
We're in the 4th round where we've already tried
That's a lot
both
of
things.
Early A presence, but now the drone spotting up for short case there. So an A split. Oh, up in the air. Spots
Also, if
last
they
as
want to
well.
an attack, they can start doing fast strats.
Trap wire gets destroyed.
Not that
Cyber
that
cage,
suits them
but
well.
Enough of a
Well,
gap can tell that he
I mean, it
has
could
his
suit them
fake
well.
across
The actual
towards
A
that
hit's pretty nice.
defender
I'm
spawn.
unfortunate.
Even so, quick peek over there from Verno confirms that Ethan here. Presence now.
Very nice.
That's
Very,
3K
very clean.
for him.
And we're getting a
Flawless
lot
round.
of people that are
NRG.
surviving here. Money's kind of outrageous.
4-0 start here on Ascent on the defending side.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about Made in Thailand. Bit of a gamble in with that Vandal purchase, but seeing that he's able to buy back up, it's still okay. He does have the kill contract, the ISO ultimate for the next upcoming round. Nonetheless, great streak from NRG as well. A lot of it being picked up, just being able to silence a lot of the Made in Thailand players as they try to push up. I mean, you're not quite able to work around the map with rotations any further. And they continue to do what they just did on Pro, being able to peek out for early information, and at the same time eliminating the players as they try to push across.
I feel like FNS is good on calling on the old maps, like Haven,
Ascent.
Ascent. It's split as well.
Coach leaves
Like
job.
maps where you can have a
All the more
reaction,
difficult.
he's pretty good at.
Because if you're not able
Maps,
to
I
find
was like maps
anything
where you
off
can
of the
have
next
more than
round
like
of the
3
ultimates,
maps where you can have
this
more than
map
2
is
options on
possibly
defense.
gonna be a
Like as a
wash.
reaction, he's normally good at.
Running the double duelist
Because
here,
on
expecting
attack, you
to have
can
a bit
like
more oomph
work out
behind the
what they're
attack,
most
but
likely to do.
it has just been
Having
getting
the more
picked
simple
apart
maps like Abyss,
piece by piece.
it's gonna be
See what the adjustments
Yeah,
look like.
it's
Like you said,
it's gonna be weird. I think they need to lean
Is
heavier
available.
into like
your Killua.
ranked stuff, I guess.
Trying to figure out
The ranked way of playing of just sight hitting.
where Finesse is at and get the ult off on that. But,
Okay, NRG decide to go aggro. Myth call a timeout and we go for a 4-1.
well,
And we
they're on that
flash
burrow.
through the window for the first
Continuing
duel.
Pop flash up through the window here into B main. A lot of rushing, looking for a catch, but Laz far enough back.
And a
Fracture?
foresight
Yeah,
from
Fracture should be
NRG
pretty
on
good for him.
B as well. Now, early presence into both mains.
Can't remember
and they
how
just spot that not going
they
really
used to look on that
challenging
map,
this time,
really.
slowly passing by. So we're thinking back into mid. Mata comes back into hop and jump peek off of Fountain. May or may not have spotted out, maybe not quite have spotted out ahead yet. But again, main control. NRG now pushing up with a lot of
Okay,
intel.
late
Here's the
push,
drone out
recon
towards
goes out,
short.
3-person push.
And
Even
Shotgun
though
got a
the
bit
recon went
mid-time
deep, no
trying
one's
to
really
use
ready for it.
rotations out and pushes out
They
from
spot
NRG to
one,
pick.
that's it.
Quick cage drop there. Looks like Ethan gonna be sticking around.
It's you and me.
Oh,
And it doesn't grab. Nobody snatched up. Whip on the ult. Finesse holding down a lever, able to find one. Killua will answer back. Trades it out.
Nice, trying to use
Shield
all the,
being maintained.
just trying to run and gun, trying to use the shock to
Meanwhile,
break the
Sephiroth still
to break the
stuck out in mid, waiting
ISO shield.
with bated breath and finding Som. Playing the timing well. Ping's now coming down. The approach here from Mata as he tucks in behind the stairs. Goes for the TP. And suddenly arrives back in the boats. Eluding
This is
capture.
pretty nice. Still has smoke, still has omen
They're on
flash.
lane. They're looking for stairs to push through. But no util, aside from Mata.
Drops back down. Dart over the top. Blocked out. Cloudburst keeping him in cover. Laz position now going to be noted. Trying to off the angles here, but Kahlua will be able to swing out, finding one. Ethan puts him down. 2 casualties here for the side of Made in Thailand. Now looking for the exits as Ethan making it so very costly.
Great shots. It's very nice
3
damage.
kills found. Laz.
Like the idea at one point here to just go for damage.
Made in Thailand get themselves on the board, but they lose damn near all their guns.
Yeah, so still being able to buy back up
this is a big round.
does hurt.
NRG could get a mad score if they win this one.
By Laz's
And you would
position at
imagine
the
they're in a pretty good spot.
Maybe it was a bit of
MITH
a whiff on the
probably
kill
heavily
contract, but
talking
they were
about
thinking that
orbs.
no one's inside of B main
Went away
off,
from
and
Sova
what they
all.
neglected was just inside of logs, but
NRG
still being
probably
able to
doing
find the
something
trades off
similar
of it,
as
that
well.
gives them the sight. So Made in Thailand still a sound strategy at the end of the day, but now NRG, they've surmounted quite the lead. It's 3 ultimates on their side, and again peeking out into mains. Som just spots out that A is clear, so a lot of information again for NRG. And Finesse pretty much ready inside of B. Ethan trying to come back into support. Null command already
KO
popped,
hits
not
a lot.
allowing the Duke to execute.
Sprinting over Som.
If you're MITH right now, you're pretty happy. You could cancel this.
Paranoia slowing them up.
Oh, Mata.
As Sephiroth
Shot.
not able to get tucked away fast
Oh,
enough. Mata with
now
the
it's
op will be able to strike
pretty
them
much
down.
impossible because this angle
Your
at
own
spawn
smokes
becomes
now
a nightmare.
taken away from you. Som gets into position and the trapwire setups are still here. Tap shield similarly waited out. Som will get taken down. Looks like a push here into Ali.
Very nice, man.
Just holds down M1.
That was
Binds
solid from
both
Ethan.
duelists.
It's a good jump peek as well.
Laz pressured here on multiple sides. Has to back away. Just 16 HP. As he and CGRS try to break through.
Oh,
Flash
lovely
coming through.
flash from
Finesse
Ethan as
playing
well.
off the back of it.
What a flash.
Ethan keeping the captain
Nice.
alive.
Comms came in from the low HP as well, maybe?
The jumping classic shot. Just like that. NRG
That looked
right
very
back
convincing.
in control.
They knew exactly what to do once they got rid of the smokes as well. They played well.
Thanks to Mata's off, it constantly felt like there was someone, you know, behind you breathing down your neck, and you're just not quite able to back pedal.
Ethan,
Another
yeah.
round picked up by NRG.
Fragging's
So
heavy.
effective
We've
in
got the
how
utils
they're
really good.
asserting map control. Made in Thailand really looking for a way to crack
He's
the
had a
code
very
and
nice best of 3, to be
possibly
honest.
trying
To
deny
save him
that
was good.
early info gathering from NRG. So back into A now. Maybe they can silence Som.
Shadows traveling.
I still like how this MITH team play. They do a good amount to cover up the fact that they don't have a KO.
Smoke set up. Ethan here in heaven. Ready to play off of this, but already kill being found. Ping out. Hunter's Fury crashing across Som. Dancing. Does get flashed.
What an
Turns back,
absolute
so
shot that
with a headshot
was.
there on the
Wait, that
Sheriff,
was
and Ethan
nuts.
is still here in heaven, and he's sending them to hell.
Yeah,
2
nicely
quick
done.
kills found. Burno for the final. NRG absolutely
Looking a little bit rough.
running to the bank here with
Yeah,
this half.
so basically for their
6-1.
default, instead of the knife going over
Everything
towards
that
here, they're
MITH
using the
tried
deeper
is just being
recon
swatted away.
that goes
Timeout was spent too.
and clears wine.
Just
That's
so
like their
much
way of dealing with
confidence
that.
from NRG right now. Like, Som is in position. If he doesn't hear footsteps, he's going to possibly walk into wine and continue to jiggle for even more info. But because he heard footsteps, backs up and just calls for the smokes. And not only that, his teammate actually challenges, goes for the aim duel, knowing that it's just
Do they
pistols on the
smoke
other
the right
side.
side? I think they just
Classic
smoke the
anti-ego,
right
NRG
side
picks
here
up
to just
the win.
because it's
Made in
only
Thailand now,
the
back in with the full buy, looking for
only
a
the
way to
Sova
work
util
across
that
the
can
map
actually
once
like
again.
clear wine.
Info
So if they
outside of A
put
main and
smoke
B
here, then
main
they
once
can
more. We're working in towards mid.
leak out also.
Made in
Also, like
Thailand
they're so fine to duel because of guns, I'm
work
pretty sure.
across it,
So I think it's like
looking for the
double.
play in towards
You get a lot of value
shorts.
from this smoke after they do that. After they do that
Coming down,
default.
keeping it quiet with
Like
the
after the
cam.
recon goes here, smoking here is insanely strong.
Flash out, looking for the peak.
Because if they don't
There.
push through this smoke, or they don't, you're kind of forcing them to smoke the actual choke point.
Still able to catch on the
Because you're
two.
still holding the angle, and you could have got back to wine. So it's kind of like they didn't clear wine.
2 eyes trained on tree. Ethan staring in towards main, full shift around.
Maybe the flash across from this spot in towards generator. But then it's a huge A execute. Comes down to Ethan and how well he's able to hold.
Just jumping. Som's got the paranoia. Paranoia's going to be exchanged. Vulnerable going out. Ethan striking.
I see that from
last
Som. It's a
Doom
lovely
dead.
ult as
Som
well.
on
Look
a
at how many he's
second
hitting with
Burno.
this ult.
Across the
Tag the
map.
last as well.
Impact
Did
is
NRG
still
look great.
felt. Sephiroth is dead, and Kahlua.
Give NRG, it's going to be the similar story to every NRG that has
It's
FNS.
another
Give him a demo and They're going to do some really cool stuff.
Right now, it is looking like Made in Thailand are completely out of steam, out of gas, and out of ideas.
I mean, they were so good on it before when they played against Talon, but now this is a completely different performance. NRG, despite losing to Billy just a day ago, now coming in today, SOOP was insane with that one. The paranoia being sent through from Sephiroth, it was meant to give them the execute onto the A side, but SOOP actually TP'd away from it at the right possible time.
Yeah, something
Next
great.
time being able to stay alive and still contain his vision, being able to fight back and push off that execute out from A main. Just fantastic map control and fantastic plays. And
Gonna miss the FNS watch parties.
being able
He'll come
to
back next year, I'm pretty sure.
and work around the information that they gain. So many roadblocks.
He said publicly this is his
placed
last
in
year,
front
so
of
unless he
Made in
like
Thailand
loves
right
it,
now,
or unless
they
NRG
tried
like offer him a
B-main.
giant
It was
bag if he does
blocked off.
good.
Players like Verno were able to push out. Mata continuing
Problem is
to
it's,
swap around different spots. And then as you go back in the
I
A,
don't know,
you're
it depends,
thinking,
man.
SOOP's always here.
Everything
Surely we
always
can
comes
find a
down
way
to
to disrupt him,
how
to
much
throw
does
him
he
off our
enjoy
scent.
competing.
But
And for
then
him
he
to
just
go
goes
back, he
and does
enjoys it a
that.
lot.
Completely
So I do
evading,
think he
dodging
could be tempted.
The Omen flash.
NRG analyst,
No
he
way.
would never do stuff like that. He would just go to streaming.
Everyone almost maxed out
It's
in
not the
credits.
same. The
Mata
competitive
still
stuff
onto
you
the
get from being a
operator.
coach,
This is
it's
the
like
worst possible
tiny in
scenario for Made in
comparison to
Thailand,
playing.
But if they're able to
It
stay
doesn't really
correct at
cure
this
the
point,
itch.
4 rounds in a row, maybe. Oh, that would
Out
be
of my way.
sick, but not likely. Next round, quick pace.
Okay, we go for the
late storming
BBL.
towards short.
You make it look like an A rush, you insta dash off short so that everyone's focusing on the A rush, and then Jet can just wreck everyone that's
Guardian
towards
though,
door.
first the Vandal. Okay, using the shield, gaining a new one. Kahlua will be able
Does
to
he
get the one
wait
tap.
to the end?
Much needed kill.
Wait, are we min-maxing this?
Around
Chat,
the
does he
corner,
wait to the
Kadoom,
end so it
knife
has
to the
a
back of the head,
longer
finesse.
timer?
Ethan, however, still present, still finding impact.
Does the timer go down as soon as you
Hitting
shoot it?
himself
Oh
a
my
third.
god, how's
Push around
Ethan
the
go
back
to
of
here?
Jen Kadoom, able to find that right click,
Jesus,
but now Mata.
Ethan's a god right now.
Down Sephiroth means that Kadoom is all on his lonesome. Shorty in hand, brief little spray, the jump out. Kadoom just getting whittled away at here. And now hounded down.
Outrun me.
Best possible start
Okay, very
there
nice.
for Myth. Still undone.
That is how the
as
shield
Ethan
works.
has
God, we're
just been
min-maxing the shield.
indomitable.
I like that.
Probably best to play as a
You
team.
cannot deny this performance. He's up by 16 kills. How many frags has he picked
Yeah,
up
he
round
waits
after
so long
round?
just before he's about to go out
And
to
in
shoot
this
the
one,
shield.
it's just all the crucial ones being picked up. Fragment out.
Hey, look at him go.
Repositions up around the generator.
Oh my
just
God,
to
look at
find
him
the
go.
sprays in towards A main. They opened
Yeah.
things up with the kill contract,
He's,
but just by a hair, not quite able to push
Loving
on
the
through.
Phantom buff.
16-3 and 5. Verno is still deathless.
Whoa.
KDA is technically just infinite. As quick clear of that dart. Not going to be able to get the spot here on Damata.
Deathless, 10
identifying
rounds
the
in.
ops exact position.
Yeah, they played so well.
Back to the
Hard for them to
hold.
clear middle. We've got the op on middle.
Matajop is still a bit of a problem.
Like the problem is CJRS
Hasn't
Utah
quite
Wise
yet
has to
been
do everything
sussed
with the
out or dealt
solo
with. Some
server.
repositions, though.
Shields not popped. Tom getting revenge for the previous round. As there's the flush out into the
Oops.
open. Oh, a rare miss there from
Yeah, if
Mata.
anything,
Into
it's
the
too
follow-up.
easy.
Can't quite make it happen. Eats a lot of damage, but still is able to tuck back over towards Pizza. Keeps himself alive.
Som, though, is now feeling a bit of heat. Tries to reposition and smokes out to control.
EDG doing a 5 Sentinel
Sephiroth
comp.
trying to set up
We
and
said
create
they would
more
do
noise
this.
out from
5
A
Sentinel
main,
comp's
but
nuts.
It's short.
Just got the
It's gotta be looked out for.
Cypher cages
Som
for
notes it.
exec.
Mata in with the off angle on an op.
That defense though.
Kadoom can kind of throw off their crosshair placement, but then it might work out, but still.
Quick scope in. Kadoom taken down. Looking to try to play the corner here. Swaps to the short. He still doesn't have its amount of damage. There to Laz with 4 Laz is able to take him down. Tom now just dancing in hell. Amson dancing on the corpses.
Ooh, had 4
Flying
bullets
3
there.
before getting traded out.
Maybe. This guy's been a beast.
Sephiroth.
Let's tune in.
He's alone. 3 targets to try to go through. Smoke set up. The plant getting ready to come through. Just 10 seconds
Smoke was a smart
remaining.
idea.
Spike planted.
Spike in play. Dart goes out. Slow creep up. He's pushing into
Yeah,
2.
it's a nice try.
And it only takes 1. Verno survives another round.
NRG
finds
has
another
been
kill
great,
now.
though.
9-0 and 4. As the fuse will be passed over.
It is over.
It's 9-11, 9-1. It's just
Chat,
crazy. What's impressive
what are
is
the
that
5 Sentinels they're using?
the most impactful parts of the round are not even necessarily the kills. It's just the setup that they have. Even if Mata misses the op shot, it's enough of a tell that Made in Thailand make the decision to go, no, we are not going anywhere near that. And straight up funneled in towards A short. Som is able to anchor
Sage.
and reposition with the smokes.
They went for the chamber. Sage, chamber, killjoy, deadlock.
As well. Made in Thailand.
Oh, they could have clove, Chad. It works.
Solution, tries to swap on over to the B site. But here's Verno.
Shock dart. Tiny bit of damage there. Another one going to be
Deadlock, Sage,
forward.
chamber, killjoy, clove. What maps could you actually make that work on?
Everyone immediately backing
Fracture,
away.
Sunset.
Just trying to, I guess, get them to spend a bit more
That's
util. Made in Thailand now.
God, I don't know how you get map control, but
lurk. That could be effective, but the drone is here. Oh, maybe not quite spotted. It's down to the last second, but if you're looking into short, Mata, Ethan.
loads us.
Jump peek. Confirm the presence of the AWP.
Nah, you can't get out A.
Trying to back away again.
Honestly, put a
Still
Cypher
gonna
in
be
there, you
raised.
could make it work on more maps.
Taken out by that fragment. Whoa. Flash in. Recon not going to be getting a ping. Mata still sticking around here. Two players on the left. The jump back. The exit. The call here from Laz.
Big duel,
He tries to
and
go
they're so
creeping
on top
all the
of
way up
everything.
towards the defender's
It's a
spawn, but
really
Verno
strong
is
half.
there.
Into
Finds the
the
flash, Som
Omen
immediately
over
teleport
towards
into
B
boat
as well. They
once
stuck
again.
this. A cancel towards A would be great.
Just
It's a nice
absolutely
call.
corralled,
It
scrambling
is a
right
nice
back
call.
and
They
forth.
might be on for one.
Uncertain what the right play is.
That
Look at
is.
timing. Sephiroth able to find the kill.
Ethan must be
Breaks
furious.
the window now. Looks for the setup on the smoke. TP's across.
Blocking sight.
Then coming down. 10 seconds to spare.
10 seconds left.
We'll push out.
Verno
Find Sephiroth.
wins
Another
the
kill
duel
here
still.
for him.
30
Still
HP though.
deathless. Kahlua at the door. Doom in hell. Can MITH hold this line versus 4?
They're still stuck inside hell. Killua has to come up huge with kills, but oh, shut
I'm
down
gonna
by
send
Mata.
it in with the one. Oh, that's
Off
nice.
shot to the chest.
It's a
Big
lovely
reveal
ult.
coming through. Finesse. Trying to find the target. Suddenly. It's from fire coming through. Looking solid. Som gonna be gunned down. It's all on Verno at 30 HP.
Okay.
Can't quite find it. Will finally
Very
die.
nice from the two on site.
long
They
last
mistimed.
break, a
They mistimed
5-round
like the
win streak
door in
from the
heaven.
side.
Verno had to speed up a little bit.
Of NRG. Last round now. The most that they can hope for is going to be a 9-3.
Yeah, that round. Last
First
unfortunate
F,
with
yeah.
Lurk. But ultimately,
11 rounds in.
leadership from Sephiroth, that just being able to lead the charge, rush over, get the smoke up outside of heaven to forward his team to spike plant.
Hey, they had some
From
nice
that point,
shots.
powerful performances from Kadum as well as CGRs just to collect on the kills. It came so close. They didn't have a tactical advantage, but they were able to land their shots. Now next round again, NRG continues with their hunt for information. Outside of A, nothing noted, and that's enough. They are able to control this space. Camera spots into B main as well, along with the drone from Verno.
Spot out on the one. Off. Shifted in position here from Mata. Kadum pushing forward on the challenge.
Very,
Elbow's
very
been
nice.
spotted. It's just a slow creep.
Man, they're only gonna get 2 rounds.
Shift walked into view. Down a duelist go MITH.
Deploying drone.
Still not being able to find any space. Ethan holding the position outside of short, has a potential pop flash angle. I mean, Laz hasn't been able to find any lurks so far on this map, and it's just so difficult for him right now. NRG still pretty much controlling all. Ethan, possible angle.
Pop flash out.
Holy,
3 targets,
they
and
ate
Ethan
it.
will find
Dude, he's got
every single one.
19 to
30
4.
seconds left.
And he's got a
14
freebie here.
bullets left to push up.
Wait,
Cannot
what?
quite make it the 4K. CJRS will be able to fight back for that one, but
How?
quickly
Dude, it's
has
like
the
he stopped
punish.
shooting. He thought he got the
NRG
kill as well.
Absolutely dominant on the defense.
side.
Oh,
10
that's
to
so
2.
crazy. I just can't. I can't talk about anything on
Quickly
that.
and immediately closing the rounds. Again, the setups on towards B, just everything all noted and blocked off by the drones and all the intel gathering from the side of NRG, and they get straight funneled
Okay,
in
chat.
towards
The
Ethan.
EDG
So
game
many
is giving
rounds
me an
before,
idea.
They were definitely
Right, how
holding
about
outside
this
of
for a
Tree
tournament?
Garden, so
You get-
Mid and Thailand weren't quite
You get 2
sure.
teams. Okay, you get
Kinda
2
thought that
teams.
maybe they had the
Say
space
it's
to
like
execute at the site. made use of the
Bolsters
smokes.
was like, it's Fnatic against
But that is
NRG.
when
They're my
Ethan
two teams.
pops
You live
off.
stream a day, and
All
then
players
the
from
opposite
NRG
team,
now
they do map pick
being
early.
able to frag out.
They
Ethan
map pick early,
mainly,
right? They
because I
map
think he's
veto
up to
early.
where it's like
This is just a fun
20+
tournament.
kills at this
Don't worry
point.
too much. It's a fun
Verno's
tournament.
still deathless as well.
You map pick early,
Maybe even
24
not,
hours
but he was so
live
good
stream
at
before
being
the
able to
event
hold down the
starts,
B-side alongside
and the
Finesse.
other team has to pick your
Psalm
comp.
2,
Like you pick
and
the other
Mata in
person's
with the
comp,
op. Next
and then the
round,
team has 24 hours. Maybe it's just one map
it's gonna be a tough
to
hill
choose like
to
the
climb,
comp and
a tough
work out
mountain to climb for Made in Thailand,
to work out
but
how
they
to make
have
the
to
worst comp
try,
possible work and see what they
because
can
it's
come up
single
with.
Elim here in playoffs.
It could be pretty funny. Because if you had like FNS and you had like a Bolster that likes to do that kind of stuff, it could be really funny.
Get it started, but just given the scores on the opposite side, it feels like a nigh impossible task. Obviously, it has to start here with the pistol, but NRG have been getting more and more consistent with those as time has gone on. Score currently.
Yeah, that's a better like show
16,
match than some of
15
the
in
other
that regard.
stuff maybe.
Gonna be looking to make
So
it 7.
massive waste of time, but
Verno,
it could be
1
fun
death,
at least.
3 on Mata, 19-5 and 8 for
Pistols, NRG somehow winning pistols. Imagine they get 4-2.
But nonetheless, attack half now.
1958 is the year that the Billboard Top 100.
Throw in a wheel and you might watch. No wheel.
How did you?
No wheel. That's the only
All
gimmick.
right, NRG, quick B split.
Damn,
Verno on
dude,
the
they show him how to use a KO with a B split.
CJRS tucked away here, and Lumber Laz able to find the first kills. Mata will get taken down, but CJRS able to stick around in position. Find one with
shots.
Laz. When they need him the most, starting to come alive. Swoops back down into the site though.
Okay,
Verno
might have to
is
be
still
a Verno
here.
special on this one. Ethan, if he can get a kill on 22 HP, he's done good.
Playing close.
They could even swap guns if they get time. Never gonna feel too comfy doing it, but
Couple shots through, just trying to bait them forward here. 50 seconds to play around with for NRG. Zero point. Catching nothing.
Just full stale, but still being able to plant behind triple.
Sparks in play. Dart goes out for ping reveal. Will catch one there on a Sephiroth. Ethan dancing around the box, flushed out into the open. Verno fighting back, finding one, but it's just going to be the classic here in hand. Has to try to go for the reload.
okay,
Will
very nice.
end up falling.
3-3 for the
Thailand.
pistols.
Go ahead and find themselves.
If I'm
Pistol round
NRG
victory
here,
to
I
start
honestly
the
wanted
run
to
back.
see them. They have a really
Not too
nice
bad on
fast
the
A.
retakes, just being able
I'm
to
not saying now,
play
I'm not saying for the
patiently on
first
the
buy
other
rounds,
side.
but like maybe within the first 6
Even with the
rounds I want
utility
to probably
coming
see
through.
it. You got no
Just trying to hold on and wait for it.
No KO
But
to stop you from
ultimately the
doing
flash,
fast XX.
Blinding Ethan, being able to circle around the site. Well, 1958 is also Paper Thin's birth year. Did you know that?
That's far too late. It was when he had his 16th, 15th birthday.
Maybe 20th birthday.
Okay, they
we
do
go.
their own version of BBL, make it look like an A rush, and then you send it up short. And look, no one's looking at short.
Flash
Might have
goes through,
worked.
gets
Might have
connected,
worked.
but the
Everyone
smoke
keep your eye on
advance
Mata.
still very much slowing up the approach. Putting more pressure here on
Damn,
Mata,
it's really
who's able
nice.
to
Did they
capitalize,
omen
finds the
flash
headshot,
short so it
Laz
breaks
will
the
take
window
down
as well?
CRS, however, finishing on Ethan. Now they look to try to storm their way into the site. Verno going to be good for another elimination, but Kadoom comes up with 2.
I like the idea.
Mata,
It's a cool idea.
final location is noted, and Spike is stranded. Has a gun, so an opportunity to maybe deal
Chat, how is
additional
this
damage,
broken?
but
Any know
ADS
us? Did they
through,
rotate
Sephiroth
through here?
will go ahead and finish it off. 2-0 start here for Made in Thailand.
Yeah, NRG just trying to look for any potential entry into getting some
The
kills.
flash
and
breaks the
Mata
window.
not too
Yeah,
bad,
Omen
able to
flash breaks
classic
this
as
window,
well,
but I
down
don't
to
think they did
again.
it there.
Firepower will prevail from the side of Made in Thailand. The Ares definitely being
Why use it on
noted,
eco?
too.
They have some nice
Actually
eco
upgraded up.
strats. You look at this
Classic
whole
MVP
tournament every
on
single
one
time,
attack
and there's a
for
lot of
Mata.
eco strats for them to come up with. They lost a lot of
That as
pistols.
well,
The eco
Mata
strats have been nice.
gotta watch out for the Odin spam.
Like
Especially
if I was a
since he's
team, I would
positioned towards
hand
B.
steal quite a few of them. There's a good amount that you could use.
We shall see what NRG's game plans are for now. Just post it up in case there's a push out from the Odin spam. Nothing else.
Shock Dart just a hair off, finding damage.
They get an attack op out.
Made in
Not sure about this
Thailand.
one.
Not being able to gather
Just gonna
too
have
much
to throw it
information
over
for
at
now,
one
just
point when they want to
very
exec.
passive positions being held. Smokes outside of A, but
Right here.
nothing found at all. NRG taking their time and slowly creeping through.
Starting to creep up now. Shock dart to clear Verno off the drone. Gets him down to 61. Kalua jiggling here on the corner. Shield not popped. Won't be able to use it. Spike now
jewel
going to be
coming up.
spotted here. Sephiroth, however,
Very nice
taken
from
down.
Som.
Man advantage in the hands of NRG, but Spike
And
is
then
just
we're going
gonna
to
be
see a big
recovered.
jewel
It's gonna
over
be a back
towards
pedal
B.
here.
Does this
Finesse
guy
and Som.
jump spot from stairs,
All
or
for
do
the
we...
rotate,
Oh, okay,
off
well,
shot.
done round.
CGRS just strafing across out into the open. Ends up getting taken down. That leaves Kadum and Laz now. Try
They
to
had no
rescue
idea
this
the op
round.
was out, though.
Get
Can't
30
even blame him,
seconds
really,
left.
for
Bonus
not jump
conversion.
peeking it. Like, do you think
Finally
first
fills a
buy
little bit
rounds
of
they're
a
going to be
gap, but
getting
Som
an
with
op out?
that Spike will be able to TP across.
Finesse continues to lurk, though. Market.
This just makes it still even more of a conundrum for MITH.
Spike
Laz knowing
planted.
that he's going to have to push forward, try to clear out this position. He will be able to do so. Needs a bit of damage, so down to 45.
One enemy
Bad.
remaining.
Maybe able to get a couple more kills, but Mata just makes this round near impossible now.
And the jiggle peek out. Shutdown coming through, and no way in hell is Laz going to be able to find a wallbang there. The 3 players left standing, NRG. So for a tiny bit of damage
That's
here,
a good
playing the
finesse.
anti-bonus.
Do you know what it looks like when I watch FNS? And I
Yeah,
struggle
bit
with
of
this a
a
little bit.
timed
It's like the
play,
one
right? Just
thing I've
letting the round
noticed.
play out a little
Like,
bit further,
as
looking
I've
for any
gamed
potential
throughout years,
pushes out from
like,
main Thailand, but
relatively old now.
nothing found. And as
FNS
you
is
mentioned
younger
as well,
than me, I
you know,
think.
it's been several rounds
I-
now. That Killua
I
takes
feel
these
the hardest
fights,
thing in this game these
just
days,
so
as I got older, is
conservative with the
holding an
shield,
angle and like concentrating.
despite being the
Like,
ISO, so
every
unfortunately,
second you got to be ready. Like
continues
they're
to
gonna
fall
peek, they're gonna
whenever he
peek,
goes in for
they're
some
gonna
of these
peek.
peaks, and it's
That's so much harder.
not
When I
what
used to
you
be
want
young,
to
it was natural.
have.
Now,
a little bit slight
you gotta
misstep on the movement
constantly
as well
think.
might suggest that
I think that's the
there are
only
some
thing that I
nerves on the side
noticed
of
from
the
getting older in
mid and
gaming,
Thailand
really.
players, as their potential life in the tournament
Just a
starts
straight
to
up
end.
focusing. It's like
tricky.
focusing, but
No more
being
timeouts available as well for them.
being
so
ready the whole time.
just looking to fight as much as possible, but NRG are now at a potential map and series point.
It's the energy. It's the energy
Oh,
spent
gets
for
pushed
being
out.
ready for it.
Off the back of it.
I like this from MITH at the
Twice,
moment.
pushing forward, I suppose.
They're constantly
Blast
just doing a
and
lot
blast.
of aggro stuff over towards A to make
Vandal
sure
in
that you
hand
can't
here
fast
on
hit.
the B site.
B right now though, man. If we had a fast B. The interesting thing is not many people have like a fast B just because KOs would just shut it down with like Cosmic Knife, or they'd go into a Cypher util.
Playing it safe.
But it would kind of be unreal
Sova
at the moment.
definitely on towards B, so
Also Sovas and Cyphers
really
wreck it a
looking to
little bit with the
challenge too
Sova
much for the
recon.
time being, just waiting for those reloads and slow creeps up. If if Mata can actually find a possible pick
Deploying
as he
drone.
creeps forward, that would be fantastic. The drone shut down. So noted.
Play some
Mata's
APAC
position,
ranked, you'll get your aim and
then
holding
this is when
angles.
NRG
It
will start
reminds
to
me similar of like the Turkish
kind of
players that play this game.
collate their ideas
You gotta be
together,
ready
back in
non-stop
towards
because they're
mid,
swinging you,
through
even
to
holding
A short.
smokes. Like the Turkish teams were like good to
Challenging
practice for just teams that would disrespect smokes. First 2 years they just ran for every
Paranoia
smoke.
across, 0 point out, gets the catch on the 1. Get a paranoia. Baited out from Sephiroth as well.
Okay, pressure over
Sights now
towards
get
short,
turned
keep
towards
3
Mark
over
to the B
towards
side,
A,
push
that's the
forward,
worst
trap
3 I've
wire,
ever drawn.
Set up here at the top.
And then split over
Try
towards
to
it, this
intercept
Cypher
from
trip
Cam.
is deadly.
Tard ends up going a little bit
They
wide.
handled it well,
12
keep an
seconds
eye on
now
the time, we
remaining.
got 10 seconds, Sova can win this.
As NRG
No
goes roaming in
recon,
towards the
big
site. Ethan
kill,
will
man.
find one, the
Ethan's the
turn on the
god.
corner. Spike
Pick up the
on
spike
ground,
just
but
in
will be
time,
recovered.
Ethan
The
gets the
plant now coming
plant.
through in desperation.
Very
And
nice.
NRG,
Man, Ethan's been so
they
good
managed
this
to
map.
just fight back. Everybody from MITH piling in, trying desperately to stir up the chaos, but NRG thrives in it. And now they get up to match point.
23 to 8.
Every possible
He's
kill,
having an
all
absolute
found.
map.
And
Okay,
on top
8
of
chances.
that all, it's Ethan getting these kills towards the very
give,
end. I
give
mean, he's
NRG
effectively
some
finding
pistols.
Some entries since Mata is on the op.
Looks a lot
But
easier
on the
for
other
them.
side, Verno's only got 3 deaths and he's still up by 16 kills. This guy is flowing through in the zone right now.
Let out just a guttural roar.
Yeah, he's just started to shout it.
Primitive adrenaline coursing.
Through his veins. Nonetheless, it's the final possible round. Made in Thailand just doesn't quite have the economy now. Last
Breaks
only
the
on the
trip on
Sheriff.
this
And
as well.
Made in Thailand just looking to hold these default positions.
This whole tournament's been a pretty good
really deep, so
sign for
looking to
NRG.
reinvestigate.
Looking very good once they got a demo on
already been
like
spent. CGRS doesn't know
a little bit
and
weirder
NRG
comms.
just continue to wait.
I honestly think they just got outplayed on Haven. I think MITH have got a really good Haven. I rate them being like 80% of franchising teams on Haven.
The silence on the server right now. Slow creeps up again.
CGRS lingering here alongside Kahlua.
There's just no
yeah,
tell
there's
to
some good signs
recon.
for NRG.
None whatsoever.
And the fact they got this far without winning any pistols
will
is
be able
good.
to find one, and CGRS answers back, so I'm going to be taken down. Solid start to shutting this down, fighting
30
back
seconds left.
into the game here. As with just a Sheriff dropping down that cyber cage. CGRS able to find bottom now. The Neurotheft going to be invested. This is the Nest Inferno trying to turn the tides. Now just the ladder. Damage across. CGRS down to 7 HP. Ultimately, Inferno just going to have to hightail it out of here to try to hold on to the weapon.
Yeah,
However,
they don't have to hunt
Shock
too
Dart,
much. They need
Rather
money.
recon. Sent.
Yeah, there we go. Just take
Try
the
to save
orb
them all.
instead,
It's gonna
get
be
the
a high
ISO
low
ult.
setup.
That's a much better
Self-protected.
decision. We love
They'll
that.
go their separate ways, knowing that they can't afford to lose any more of these weapons.
12-5.
So everything continues to be held for Made in Thailand, but still the round. Good little attempt at continuing to play around the timing, baiting out utility. But despite the drone already being spent, despite no tells, it was ultimately NRG's own utility being sent through that Killua just quickly reacts into spraying, catching a stray player as he tries to cross through. CGR then able to peek effectively.
Should FNS become the
precisely off
Odin
into
guy
it.
for TFM?
Next round
He
is
doesn't
now
play the best
NRG
role
might be
for
able
it.
to switch up the
Is
pace.
the issue.
Bit of a quicker play in towards the A site.
Like
Zero
the
point notes that
your
one
anchor
should
player, and you're there
probably be
spamming an
clear.
Odin, so they know exactly where you are. Doesn't really
It also
mean you
is
can
the
play
outdoor
around
being
your
picked up
cages or
now.
anything well when you're you could have some setups for sure, but could you use it to
Mata
the
still on the
consistent
up.
level that Art does?
Slow creep around. Kahlua nearby. Starts drifting away. Just a moment before Mata would have spotted a pixel.
Everyone from Made in Thailand playing so far back.
No crossfire setup here. Drone going out, checking.
Okay,
Not in a
and I
spot.
don't think they're going to be able to ISO ult
On to
this.
Kadoom here on this angle.
Looking alright for NRG at the moment.
3 peeks.
Ooh,
and-
okay.
okay, kill command.
Did they send it sight?
That doesn't have that op.
They saw where it came from.
And
Did
Kahlua
he
will
manage
be
to
able
pick
go
up
ahead
the
and
op,
take it away from the
min-maxes as well,
tap shield.
shoots the shield
Coming
late
back.
so he gets it for
Paranoia
longer.
NRG being slowed
And they
up
know
here
he's gonna
for
go
the
aggro.
moment. 33 seconds remaining. Just enough time to go on a rotate should they make the call to do so. It looks like they still want to try to attack here onto this A site.
Some has ult as well,
Just
some
trying
can
to
just
keep
chill, can ult
Made
back
in
his
Thailand
sight.
on the side at least.
He's going to ult back
The
his
hit
sight, so he at
going
least
through.
spots the
It's
guy. He's got a
just
really long
last.
rotate, but he knows where he is now.
TP bouncing forward. 12 seconds remaining.
It's unlucky, man. They
Tucked away,
server
gonna get
ult is
caught
on
there.
top of
Cyber
it.
Cage coming down, and
Damn,
somehow
FNS
plants
gets the
his
kill. He
feet.
just won in the round.
Finds the kill.
His 6 seconds to get the
Someone
plant.
gets spare Sam now, making his
It was
presence
pretty
known
cool though,
once
the
again.
Omen ult into the
Moves it from
server ult.
behind, finds the shot. Ethan taking down Kadoom.
enemy remaining.
CGRS dead.
Damn, and Ethan's just
And now it's
incredible.
just Kahlua. Tucked away in market. Sam made some noise. Kahlua maybe can find this
Yeah,
elimination.
NRG maybe, I said
He's
this
ready to
before last
swing
time we
out
watched
in towards the
this.
spawn.
Maybe a little bit gutted that Ascent's going out of the map
Tucked
pool.
back.
They had some like new mid setup that I hadn't seen before as well in the
Impossible
other
task at the
game.
time. Also,
Like they're
very much working against
Their
him. Needs to
Ascent's
get on it.
great.
Needs to get on it now. He will be able to find that kill. But finding this round victory, pretty much impossible. NRG are just not giving him the chance at all. Ethan will put him down, showing some mercy. 13
with the
to
prime.
5.
Thank you so much, man.
NRG
Appreciate that.
take
Thank you,
this
thank you.
series
Welcome to the
2-1.
Soul Club. Shout out to
They'll be
Ethan,
playing
man. Ethan
tomorrow
had
in
an
our
absolute
grand
game.
finals.
He made it real
NRG.
easy.
Finally,
They showed some nice stuff though, and they finally got some pistols. So shout out to whoever was making the new pistols.
The full revenge run. CG